March 31st, 2025. The oil industry quietly launched a new standard because they had a problem they couldn't hide anymore. When they tested the additive packages in your current motor oil, the chemicals that actually protect your engine, only 1 out of 3 passed. 2/3 failed. That means there's a 66% chance the oil in your engine right now is breaking down faster than the drain interval on your sticker. I've been wrenching for 19 years, and I've pulled engines apart that looked like they hadn't seen oil in months. They just had a change 3,000 miles ago. Here's what most people don't know. 6 warning signs exist that tell you your oil is failing right now, and you're probably missing every single one. Here's what the dealerships won't tell you. Your engine operates in conditions that would have destroyed vehicles from 10 years ago. Turbochargers, direct injection, tighter tolerances. All of it generates extreme heat and pressure that breaks down oil faster than ever. Most American drivers follow the 7,500 to 10,000 mile intervals their manual recommends. The assumption is simple. Your oil maintains protection for that entire distance. Here's the truth. It doesn't. Blow-by contamination, where air-fuel mixture bypasses your piston rings, accelerates oil degradation faster than 2024 research predicted. The 2025 data proved it. Piston ring flexibility loss from deposit buildup increases blow-by rates, creating a degradation cycle that compounds oil failure. When oil pressure drops, you get metal-to-metal contact. That's the fastest path to catastrophic engine failure. The difference between catching this early and ignoring it? $40 for an oil change versus $4,500 for an engine rebuild. The first warning sign is something you can detect without any tools whatsoever. Sign number 1, burning oil smell during operation. You start your car, and within minutes, you smell it. That distinct, acrid odor of oil hitting hot metal. Most drivers ignore it, thinking it's normal engine smell. It's not. That smell means oil is reaching engine components where it has no business being. Valve covers, exhaust manifolds, turbocharger housings. Temperatures there exceed 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. When oil hits those surfaces, it burns instantly. You're not just smelling it. You're losing lubrication protection. Sign number 2, blue exhaust smoke. Here's what most people don't know. Blue smoke means oil is entering your combustion chambers and burning with your fuel. The 2025 diagnostic standards identified this as one of 6 primary failure indicators. The cause? Worn piston rings and cylinder walls. The leading cause of excessive oil consumption in modern engines, according to 2025 failure analysis. Piston ring flexibility loss from deposit buildup increases blow-by rates, creating a degradation cycle that compounds the problem. For high-mileage engines, anything over 100,000 miles, valve seal deterioration becomes common. The seals crack, harden, and allow oil to drip down into the combustion chambers. Here's how to tell the difference. Blue smoke on cold starts that disappears after warm-up. Valve seals, constant blue smoke during acceleration. Piston rings. I've seen engines with 120,000 miles that looked like they'd been junking for a decade. The cylinder walls were scored. The rings were stuck solid. The third sign is the one mechanics check first, but most drivers never monitor it. Sign number 3, abnormally low oil levels between scheduled changes. Most drivers check their oil maybe once a year, if that. Here's what you need to understand. Your engine should not consume more than half a quart per 1,000 miles. If you're losing a full quart between 3,000 mile changes, you've got a problem. I've seen turbocharged engines burn through 2 quarts in 2,000 miles. The owners had no idea until the low oil pressure light came on. At that point, you're already looking at bearing damage. Turbocharger seal leaks dump oil into the intake system or straight into the exhaust. The 2025 diagnostic data showed oil burning at exhaust temperatures exceeding 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. The leak starts small, maybe a few drops per drive cycle. But once the seal degrades, consumption accelerates exponentially. PCV valve malfunctions make everything worse. When the positive crankcase ventilation system fails, pressure builds inside your engine. That pressure forces oil past every seal it can find: valve covers, rear main seal, front crank seal. The 2025 failure pattern analysis showed PCV malfunctions prevent proper crankcase ventilation, trapping contaminants that accelerate oil sludging. Sign number 4. Rough engine performance with misfiring. Your engine starts running rough. Hesitation during acceleration. Random misfires that trigger the check engine light. Pull the spark plugs, and they're coated in oil. The 2025 diagnostic standards identified fouled spark plugs as one of 6 primary failure indicators. Oil on the spark plug electrode prevents proper ignition. The air-fuel mixture can't ignite consistently. You get incomplete combustion, which creates more carbon deposits, which increases blow-by, which degrades your oil faster. It's a degradation cycle. Piston ring flexibility loss from deposit buildup increases blow-by rates, creating a cycle that compounds oil failure. The next 2 signs reveal whether the damage is already irreversible. Sign number 5. Dark, sludgy oil visible on your dipstick. Fresh oil is amber, translucent. You should be able to see light through it. When your oil turns black and thick, almost gel-like, that's additive package breakdown and oxidation occurring faster than your manufacturer's change intervals. The 2025 to 2026 field observations documented this across thousands of vehicles. Oil that looked like it had been in the engine for 15,000 miles had only seen 5,000. Let me be clear. This is why the GF7 standard launched on March 31st, 2025. The industry needed oils that could outperform aged GF5 baselines after extended use. Fresh oil specs mean nothing if the oil can't maintain protection after 5,000 miles. And here's what most people don't know. Only 1/3 of tested additive packages successfully beat GF5 performance after aging. 2/3 failed. The results were undeniable. Sludge doesn't just look bad, it blocks oil passages. Your oil pump might be working perfectly, but critical components are starving because sludge has choked off the galleries. Timing chains, camshaft bearings, variable valve timing actuators, all of them need clean oil flow. The GF7 standard introduced mandatory timing chain wear resistance testing specifically to address premature chain stretch from oil breakdown. Sign number 6, oil pressure warning light or gauge showing drops below manufacturer specs. This is the fastest path to catastrophic engine failure. Oil pressure drops cause metal-to-metal contact when lubrication protection fails. I've pulled bearings that were welded to the crankshaft. The heat from friction literally fused them together. At that point, you're not rebuilding. You're replacing the entire engine. Understanding what this means for your vehicle's longevity changes everything about how you maintain it. Here's what the 2025 research revealed. Blow-by contamination from air-fuel mixture bypassing pistons accelerates oil degradation faster than documented in 2024 reports. Your owner's manual recommends 7,500 or 10,000 mile intervals. Those numbers assume ideal conditions: highway driving, moderate temperatures, no heavy loads. Most American drivers don't operate under ideal conditions. Short trips in cold weather, stop-and-go traffic, towing. Every one of these accelerates oil breakdown beyond what the manual accounts for. The GF7 standard launched March 31st, 2025. But here's what the dealerships won't tell you. Not all oil on the shelf meets that standard yet. Manufacturers had existing inventory to clear. You need to verify the bottle show's updated GF7 certification. Easy math. Catching these 6 signs early costs $200 to $500 in repairs. Valve cover gaskets, PCV valve replacement, maybe new spark plugs. Ignoring them? $4,000 to $8,000 for engine replacement or complete rebuild. I've been working on Japanese cars for 19 years, and the pattern is always the same. Drivers ignore the warning signs until the damage is catastrophic. Here's exactly what you need to do right now to protect your engine. First, check your dipstick this week. Look at the level, the color, and the consistency. If it's dark and thick, you're already past due. Second, monitor for the 6 signs during your next drive. Blue smoke, burning smell, rough idle. Any of these means you need immediate attention. Third, verify your oil meets GF7 standards if your vehicle was manufactured after 2023. Check the bottle label before your next oil change. Remember, only 1/3 of additive packages passed the new aging tests. My next video breaks down which specific oil brands passed GF7 testing and which ones failed. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a comment if you've noticed any of these 6 signs in your vehicle. Let's get into it.